Top of the middle of the day to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to do a little taste test comparison between my 084 and Mr. Carson's 880. Now, out of the gate, we're at 8.4. I've seen a couple of different published numbers for the later versions. One of them was 8.6. I think I even saw 8.7 somewhere. It's been a while since I checked. So, standard unit of measure, I think, for this particular saw, 8.6, I think it is. Weighs 26 pounds, fully fueled and oiled, power head only. I weighed it a while ago. It's 26 pounds. I weighed the 84 a long time ago as well. I think it's a pound and a half lighter, or even a little bit more than a pound and a half lighter. It's like 24.4 maybe, somewhere around in that ballpark. My scales aren't weights and measures accurate. They're just for comparison purposes, so it's just something that I was checking out for myself. So it's down on power, but it's down on weight. Kind of an interesting concept, like the 064 versus 660 concept. Now, we have that nice roller nose bar that I put a new tip on from the Faller's Corner video with the chain. And just so we're understanding what's going on, there is frozenness right there. It's been in the low double digits overnight around here for quite some time. It's kind of warming up a little bit in the afternoon. And this log is probably more than likely frozen. It might not be necessarily right on the outside edge, but it's been cold for long enough now that internally we're talking a pretty cold situation. So I'm not exactly positive how this chain's going to handle the wood. We can see quite a bit of knots developing in this process. They're both sporting 8.2 sprockets, so that's even Steven there. We're going to go ahead and re-warm up the 84, and then we're going to do a bar change, but I'm going to pause because I want to be able to warm up the 880. It's a lot colder than it looks around here, actually. Special thanks goes out to my assistant, Master Jackson. He's going to help with the tachometer. I'm hoping. You rolling, dude? Yeah, I got the heads up. So my assistant's going to help with the tack. That'll be nice. We're going to see how they fare in this process. So here we go. Alrighty, so we have Mr. Carson's 880 warmed up, barred up, we're ready to go actually. And I need to thank him for allowing me to have his saw for an extended period of time. They have a limited coil in stock for him that's kicking off way low. Disgustingly low actually, about 12.3 is all I could get out of this saw initially. So we did some finagling there, and it's sporting a triple ported exhaust system on the muffler, which is a lot of breathing room, I guess. And we'll take a little look at one thing that helps out a lot at the end of this run. We're going to have another bar change that we'll pause for, and I'm going to run my 84 again after a little tweak and see how she compares. But let's get rolling with this version here now. Okay, we're going to take a look at something here real quick and explain part of the reason horsepower differential straight out of the gate. I'm thinking that 880 kind of came alive. I'm actually pretty impressed at how that thing runs. Obviously, we're pretty good to go on the air cleaner. But if you look at the mounting system, you can see there's kind of a lot of monkey business going on there holding the, can you see that?
Yes, they can.
Air cleaner on. Now we're going to have to verify that's like spotless at a later time. And if we take a look at what's going on with the 880, here, you want to hold this? We can see we have wide open throat going down the carburetor. Now, I did some swapping out of the stock parts with this saw, so it's not exactly stock. Can I have that cover, please? Can I have that cover, please? Thank you. And again, let's take a pause here. We'll do a wardrobe change with the bar, relight off the 084 and see what happens. Okay, so we had a few minutes to reevaluate the weight, and it's been a while since I weighed the ms880 with a full tank of gas and oil, so revisiting the comparison between the 26 pounds previously mentioned and the 24.4, I thought it was around that area. It was actually 24 even. So there's a 2-pound weight differential between these two. And we just took a look at the differential between the air inlet situation between these two at the start of the power circuit for the airflow. And we noticed that the ms880 is down quite a bit with some pretty impressive encumbrances there with the way they've designed the system to hold the air cleaner on. And my son's helping out today, so we're getting that whole thing going on from a teenager. I'm sure you can relate. Anyway, we managed to get the bar swapped out. We're going to warm it up a little bit more, not much. We kind of already did that. We're going to take a look at the tach. I retuned the carburetor. I'm going to check it out for myself. The other thing I want to say real quick before I forget, the redesign situation on the ms880, the cases were done up from the ms880, the 880, the cases have a lot better situation revolving around when you talk about the pumping ratio concept. They have much better flow. The muffler's much better as well. Some of the other things that make that saw kind of a dog, we kind of dealt with it. If you look at the ms880 muffler, we're going to have to do some bench talks with this situation, I guess. It's got the early version that's choked way down in there. So the potential for exhaust flow way down in the ms880. Even mine, that's kind of technically size-wise, it's probably dual ported. So anyway, let us begin the sawing session. Okay. So we can see that the 084 ran a little bit different after the tweak. We can also see, at least I think you can see, the second run with the 084, we're dealing with a lot more of the knot from the limb than what we saw in the previous session, and also what we saw with the 880. I'm thinking though, based on how it felt, that the times were relatively close to about the same. And that's going to be saying something for the 084 that started life down 0.2 of a horsepower. And also with the air encumbrance situation we saw underneath the hood of the air cleaner. And we're going to do some bench talk videos. We'll be looking at the mufflers from what I can remember. And I'm super well pleased at the torque tweak situation, I guess, how that saw runs. So anyway, thanks for watching this session. Have a blessed day wherever you might be on God's green earth.